Welcome to the explainer. You know that feeling, right? That sudden jolt of adrenaline, the collective gasp of the crowd, the sheer disbelief when a player does something out on the pitch that literally seems to defy physics. Today, we're looking at the highlight reels of 2026, and man, they are packed with these breathtaking, split-second moments of pure genius. But, while it's super easy to just sit back and get dazzled by the raw thrill of elite football, we're going to look a little closer today. We're actually going to deconstruct the chaos. Because behind every highlight reel, behind every seemingly impossible play, there's a foundation of really intense structural mechanics.
I mean, when a commentator shouts, dancing through, really, this is ridiculous. It captures exactly how we feel as spectators, doesn't it? It feels like magic. It feels utterly ridiculous. But I want you to shift your perspective a bit for this explainer. These spectacular moments, they aren't just random luck or some spontaneous miracle. No way. They're the result of structured brilliance, endless hours of repetition, and split-second tactical processing. So let's break down the mechanics behind this magic.
Okay, let's dive into this. We'll be using a three-part framework today. First, the art of evasion, then striking and acrobatics, and finally, dictating control and momentum. So, starting with section 1, the art of evasion. Let's look at how players navigate incredibly tight spaces. Our first example of this comes from Martinez. He uses this incredibly cool touch to get away from Bowen. Now, instantly, Martinez becomes a massive target for literally every Mexico player on the pitch. They all just collapse on him. But instead of panicking, he just wriggles through. It's absolutely magnificent. He uses that cool first touch to almost invite the pressure and then beautifully evades all those converging defenders. It's not about overpowering the defense at all. It's about exploiting their momentum against them to slip right through the cracks.
And then, well, there's Messi. Messi up, messing around 3 England players, still on the ball. And then, well, there's messy. Messy up, messing around 3 England players, still on the ball. Now, what's really interesting here is the spatial awareness required. Just think about it. Surrounded by 3 elite international defenders, the margin for error is absolutely zero. Yet he navigates through this human wall without losing possession. It's like the ultimate expression of evasion, right? Keeping the ball completely glued to his feet while making multiple defenders look totally ineffective.
So, grounding all this excitement for a second, at this elite level, evasion is basically advanced physical puzzle solving. It's the technical ability to bypass defenders using close ball control, agility, and insane spatial awareness. When guys like Martinez or Messi escape, they are actually processing the balance and velocity of everyone around them in mere milliseconds. Moving right along to Section 2, striking and acrobatics. We're shifting focus from the build-up to those explosive finishes. Take Kobe Mainu. He drives right to the edge of the penalty area, but instead of just forcing a predictable shot, he jumps back with this brilliant rhythm-breaking touch. That sudden hesitation, that shift in momentum is exactly what initiates a truly magical run into the penalty area. It's this beautifully calculated drive that perfectly sets up the attacking play. The real skill here isn't just the strike itself. It's the cognitive disruption that creates the opening in the first place. Then, there are those moments of sheer, pure acrobatics. Like when Michael executes this overhead attack, the commentary erupts, and for good reason. Just picture the sheer athleticism. You're tracking a ball in midair, orienting your body completely upside down, and timing a strike perfectly against professional defenders. It is super high risk, high reward, and demands an extraordinary level of acrobatic execution. But here's the thing. Striking isn't just about the goals that actually go in. It's also about the sheer offensive gravity a player generates. Take this tense moment with Vinicius Jr. He charges the defense under massive pressure, but goes on the outside with such pace that the outcome seems never in doubt. He unleashes a strike and agonizingly hits the post. But even without the ball finding the back of the net, the dramatic tension and the offensive gravity Vinicius commands in that split second, absolute masterclass. Now, elite football isn't just a collection of one-on-one battles. There is this really fascinating contrast between explosive solo brilliance, like Vinicius or Mainu, and cohesive total team control. Individual skill definitely creates the sparks, but it's unit momentum that really sustains the fire. And that builds perfectly into Section 3, dictating control and momentum. Let's see how skill dictates the actual flow of a game. Control often starts by simply stripping it away from your opponent. Take Lamine Yamal quietly picking a pocket. If you're not familiar, that's just a colloquialism for cleanly and unexpectedly stealing the ball. It looks so simple, but this unexpected steal instantly kills the opponent's rhythm and flips the transition in a heartbeat. It is literally devastating to a team's psychological momentum. And this brilliantly illustrates what happens when a team truly masters that control. You hear commentators marveling at Spain, saying they've had total control, they're coming for more, Nico Williams now from Pedri. Chaining a pass like that to make it 4. This is a whole unit operating on the exact same wavelength. They're dictating the flow of the game so thoroughly that the opposition is, quite frankly, just chasing shadows. So the crucial point here is understanding the absolute danger of momentum. As the source text specifically warns about the Miami squad, the last thing you want to do is allow them to build momentum. Once a highly skilled team is allowed to chain their passes, win their one-on-one battles, and really feel the rhythm of the game, they become an unstoppable force. All those individual skills we talked about earlier, the evasions, the strikes, they're really just tools used to build this insurmountable team momentum. So as you can see, it all layers together. The micro battles, like the individual evasion of Martinez and Messi. The escalation, those crazy strikes and acrobatics from Michael and Vinicius Jr. And finally, the macro game, the total team momentum of squads like Spain and Miami. It's this seamless combination of individual flair and collective control that makes these 2026 highlights so unbelievably mesmerizing to study. Which leaves us with one final provocative thought to ponder. As you watch the rest of the season unfold, ask yourself, what truly makes a football skill the best? Is it the jaw-dropping individual acrobatics that literally pull you right out of your seat? Or is it that quiet, total game control that systematically dismantles an opponent? Think about that the next time you see a player dance through a defense.